A lot of people lack grit in our society. You celebrate that you're able to actually go through the tough times but come out of it a better person.
Oh fam, it's so early in the morning. It's around like 6 a.m. You can even tell my voice is a bit stuffy. I hate when my voice gets stuffy in the morning. My face gets puffy as well when I wake up in the morning, but it's what it is. I'm gonna go for only like a 2.5k run on a treadmill, 0 incline. Then I'm gonna do chest day, chest and shoulders. I'm trying to run more, improve my cardio, improve my fitness, and yeah, get my day started. I'm gonna go to the sauna, have a nice cold shower as well. Yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie. You understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and I'm wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. Take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running, show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up. You're with the army, ready when the truth act up. Nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof I touch, put up a guarding. Count to 10, lions den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire, fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on the soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on a cold day. Never been a product of a flawless environment. You know, I deep the other day, people don't care about their body. People don't care about their fitness. Neither do they care that much about their wellness. Which is so crazy because you only have one body. Like, you actually only have one body in this life. So why wouldn't you look after it and actually do everything you possibly can to maintain it for as long as you can? I've been going gym for literally a long time. Don't know when I actually first started, but yeah, I've been going for a while. I made it into a routine that I would go 6 times a week, normally at the same time, for at least an hour a day. And there's so much net benefit that sometimes I'm just thinking like, people are missing out. People are really missing out. And that's the main reason why I'm actually filming this video, to let everyone know that there's so much benefit in being active. In terms of like going to the gym, going for runs, doing sports. There's so much net benefit that you're missing out on. Like, you're literally missing out on. You know, like FOMO, the fear of missing out? You should be having that right now. Let's start with gymming. Going to the gym is such a good place where you can actually just forget everything. All the stress life gives you, you just forget fully about it. You're literally just locked in, doing your sets, doing your reps. Either listen to music or podcasts, not even listen to anything. But the main thing is that your brain is literally not thinking about the day-to-day struggles that you go through. So it's actually a place where you can actually find inner peace. It's also a place where you can actually reflect on some stuff that you don't normally have time to actually reflect on, especially like you live in a fast-paced country like England. Everything is fast-paced. Your brain's always racing. You never really have time for your brain to actually slow down and actually think. Unless you do like meditation or breath work, which majority of people don't do that. I personally don't even do that as well. In terms of like sports, for example, I started doing running and I realized that when I run
especially when you run outside on a treadmill, you realize that life is actually as peaceful as you make it, if that makes sense. Life is stressful, yes, like, don't get it wrong, everyone goes through life, everyone has the ups and downs, but when you're actually going for runs, going for cycles, going for a swim, everything is just slowed down. Your brain slows down completely, and like, you get to actually think about the good stuff about life. You get to think about your future. You actually get to think about the positive about life, which is a place a lot of people are never in, because your brain's always in there now. If you're doing a 9 to 5, your brain for that whole 9 to 5 is literally on working. How am I going to get this task done to my best ability and not get in trouble by my manager? And you come back probably home, now you're about to go to bed, your brain's probably thinking about what you're going to do for tomorrow. So you never really have the time to actually appreciate what you're doing and actually be able to think of life from a perspective of positivity, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just think like a lot of people are actually missing out when they go to gym. I know it's easier said than done, because obviously I've been going gym for a while and I've made it a routine, which is a very important thing. People need to start making gymming or working out a routine. Once you actually make a routine, you're more likely to actually stay in it and actually carry on doing it, compared to you doing it one every 2 years or once every 2 months or once every month. I mean, when you actually make it a routine and make it a daily habit, it's not so much easier for you to actually stick with it. The other day I was listening to this TED talk by Wendy Suzuki, I think I'm pronouncing her name. She basically broke it down that when you exercise, your body gives you endorphins, and that endorphins is what makes you happy. You get what I'm trying to say now? So think of it, the more you exercise, the more your body gives you endorphins. And that's the same endorphins that makes you happy. So you not working out is actually minimizing your potential endorphins you can have per day. So why aren't you working out? Why aren't you going to the gym? Doesn't make any sense. Especially after you watch this video and you actually realize, oh, the more I work out, the more endorphins I have, the happier I get. Obviously, people believe in all these pharmaceutical drugs that can spike your endorphins and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of it, but I don't really want to say my saying it because all that's so controversial and all of that. But there are natural remedies like working out that can spike your endorphins, which people aren't aware of. So they end up going to these pharmaceutical drugs. Another crazy thing that I realized, when you want to work out, you have that idea of, oh, my days, I don't want to do this run, I don't want to go work out for an hour, my body's going to hurt. Then when you start working out, you still go through the pain because you're actually doing it. You enjoy it, but you're okay with the pain because the pain's not too much. And then after the workout, you feel 10 times better. Why is that? I personally think because the human nature is meant to go through tough situations. In the primal days, we used to go hunting, which was tough. But at the end of it, you celebrate that you're able to actually go through the tough times, but come out of it a better person. Same for working out. After you work out, you feel 10 times better. I'm telling you. So much better. I personally hate running. I started doing running because I realized that I need to improve my cardio, and running is good for like blood circulation, all of that. So I started doing running more. I'm naturally a short distance runner, so I normally do like sprints, 100, 200 meters. Not even 400 meters at a push. But I'm talking about 800 meters. All of them I don't do. But now I've started running like 1Ks, 2K, 3Ks. After I run and have a shower, I feel so much better. Another crazy thing is I realize a lot of people are very scared to set themselves goals. They're very scared because they know like they're either too lazy. But I think that's why a lot of people aren't actually successful. When you actually work out and you exercise regularly, you're used to setting yourself goals. I want to gain 5 kg, you only lose 20 kg. I want to be 5% body fat instead of 10% body fat. Or I want to be able to run a marathon instead of not being able to run at all. It teaches you grit. I've got the actual definition of grit, G-R-I-T, but you can look it up. Grit is so important, and I think a lot of people lack grit in our society. They're scared and they lack the ability to push themselves to a certain goal. They're not rugged enough. They're not used to setting themselves goals, but seeing a steady increase, a steady progression. So that's another thing I think working out actually helps you. It makes you mentally stronger, knowing that I can set myself a specific goal and I can reach it. It may not take 2 days, it may not take 4 months, but eventually I can reach it if I work at it day after day after day. Because a lot of people aren't smarter than you, aren't better than you. The only difference is that they're consistent. They do the same thing over and over and over and over and there's a compound interest. You guys know I love compound interest. It's all about doing 1%. That 1% that will make you a bit better the next day. That's all it's about. And I think working out really helps you nurture that ability to be able to push yourself on a daily basis to reach a specific goal, which is pretty crazy. I also had a little ponder. I was thinking a lot of people don't work out, and I think a lot of people are missing out on the benefit of working out, especially mentally, that I gain on a daily basis because I work out. And like the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. A lot of people aren't knowledgeable about it, even though I don't know about that, because there's so much information outside about working out and the benefit of it. But yeah, if this is your first time hearing any of this information, I think you should go with it and run with it, and yeah, just try and improve your life and just try exercise and like be active, because it really has a net benefit of you. I don't think there's much negative on it unless you overdo it, because at the end of the day, everything's a balance. It's always good to know when to work out, being able to know when you should recover, how much you should recover, and all, and etc. But yeah, anyways, in a bit.